Welcome to this course on microaggressions in the workplace. This course is designed to enlighten and empower you in understanding and addressing subtle forms of discrimination that can occur in professional environments. Through a short set of lessons, we'll explore the nuances of microaggressions, their impacts, and how to effectively respond and create a more inclusive workplace. Whether you're a team member, a leader, or an HR professional, this course will equip you with the knowledge and skills to foster a respectful and supportive work culture. Let's begin this important journey together. Let's begin by unpacking what microaggressions really are. Microaggressions are the small, often overlooked comments or actions that, although they might seem minor or harmless on the surface, carry underlying offensive messages or stereotypes about someone's race, gender, sexuality, or other personal attributes. Think of them as subtle digs or backhanded compliments that, intentionally or not, send a signal that someone is other or different in a way that's seen as negative. For example, complimenting someone on how well they speak English when they're a native speaker suggests the assumption that people of their background typically don't. Or expressing surprise at a woman being good at math because of her gender. These microaggressions can accumulate, creating an environment that feels unwelcoming or hostile to the people who experience them. Unlike overt discrimination, microaggressions are tricky because they're often wrapped up in social niceties or casual conversation. They're like paper cuts. On their own, they may seem small and insignificant, but when they happen repeatedly, they can cause a lot of pain and discomfort. Over time, this can lead to feelings of alienation, stress, and even impact mental health. Understanding and addressing microaggressions is crucial for fostering a truly inclusive and respectful community or workplace where everyone feels valued and supported. The journey of understanding microaggressions takes us back to the 1970s. It was Dr. Chester M. Pierce, a psychiatrist, who first brought this concept into the limelight. Initially, it was a term used to describe subtle verbal and nonverbal insults aimed at African Americans. Fast forward to today, and it's broadened to encompass a range of marginalized groups, including those discriminated against based on gender, sexual orientation, disability, or religion. This evolution in understanding helps us see that microaggressions aren't a new phenomenon. They've been woven into the fabric of social interactions for a long time. Microaggressions manifest in different forms, each with its own impact and nuances. Let's dive deeper into the three primary categories: microassaults, microinsults, and microinvalidations. Microassaults. These are the most overt and intentional forms of microaggressions. They are akin to direct hits, clear verbal or nonverbal attacks intended to cause harm. Microassaults include explicit derogatory language or actions such as racial slurs, sexist jokes, or deliberately using incorrect pronouns for a transgender person. Another example could be purposefully excluding someone from a group activity due to their religious attire. These actions are often driven by conscious bigotry and can be easier to identify and confront than other types of microaggressions. Microinsults. Subtler than microassaults, microinsults are often unintentional. They are remarks or actions that convey rudeness, insensitivity, or demean a person's identity, often stemming from unconscious biases. For example, a colleague may say to an Asian employee, "You must be good at math," playing into a stereotype. Another instance could be consistently misattributing a person of color's ideas to their white colleagues in meetings. These micro-insults may seem minor in isolation, but over time, they accumulate, significantly impacting the individual's self-esteem and sense of belonging in the workplace. Micro-invalidations. These are perhaps the most subtle and insidious forms of microaggressions. Micro-invalidations are comments or actions that negate, dismiss, or nullify the experiences and feelings of marginalized groups. A common example is the statement, "I don't see color, I just treat everyone the same," which denies the lived experiences and cultural histories of people of color. Another form of micro-invalidation could be telling a woman who speaks up about gender discrimination, "You're just being too sensitive," which undermines her experience and portrays it as an overreaction. These microaggressions are particularly harmful because they invalidate a person's identity and experiences, often leaving them feeling misunderstood, isolated, or silenced. Understanding these types help us spot these behaviors in our daily interactions. More importantly, it's a stepping stone toward creating a workplace that's more inclusive and respectful for everyone. Keep this in mind as we move forward in our course.